Hello, it's ekrFY, and I am so glad you are joining me today for another video. Today I have some recycled cards and some products from L-Beads. L-Beads is a really nice company. They have very reasonable prices, although their shipping is pretty high, but their prices are super reasonable, and I think it equals out in the end. Today I'll be featuring some of their glitter paper and some of their glitter tape in my recycled card projects. The two cards I'll be recycling are this Thanksgiving card and this Christmas card. And I picked some of these papers. I thought the papers looked really good with these particular cards. Let me show you the whole pack of papers. I ordered their glitter paper because I wanted to compare it to the paper that I got from bbCraft, and guess what? It's the same paper. So I did order one pack of 10 sheets of solid color paper, and they sent this beautiful lavender. So it was all lavender, which is fine. I love lavender. And then the other colors that they sent in the regular pack were this blue, very pretty, and black, and absolutely gorgeous silver. This is probably my favorite silver glitter paper that I've ever seen. It is fantastic. This is a beautiful purple color, or like a fuchsia color. And then this orange color, I've used this quite a bit with fall projects. I only have one left, and I believe I put some of this in my Patreon Happy Mail this month. And this gorgeous green, and this red. Now the glitter on the red doesn't show up very good on camera. I can't get it to show up, but it is very glittery, I promise. And this is kind of a bluish purple. I love this color. And this is a gold, which is gorgeous. And a brown. I've also used this on some fall projects. And I believe I put some of this in my fall Happy Mail. And this is a slightly different shade of the purple. Gorgeous papers. I absolutely love them. And these glitter papers do not have a fallout. So you're not going to get glitter all over the place. The glitter does not shed from them at all. So let's go ahead and start with the Thanksgiving card. I thought this background paper looked really good, and since this image is pretty large, I'm going to go ahead and use a 5x7 card base. I have a whole box of the pre-made bases, and I thought the yellow would be pretty good to bring out some of the yellow in the picture. I'm not going to have a whole lot of that yellow show, but I'll have some of it show. So I need to go ahead and trim down my photo part of this card. I'll trim off the front. And I'll trim it down to just the very bottom of the photo. And I'm going to trim a little bit off this side. And since it's 5x7, I do want to make it a little smaller. I'm going to start it at 4 3/4, and we'll trim it down more if I need to. And I'll go ahead and trim out the sentiment on the inside. I'll go ahead and leave those leaves on there. This card is from the Salvation Army. All right, so that'll be the inside of that card. Get rid of some of the other scraps. And I'm going to go ahead and cut my card base down to fit on this yellow, just matted just a little bit smaller. So I need to cut the small one at 4 7/8. And I don't have my longer paper trimmer, so I need to measure it. I'll just do it just like this. Make a little mark and then trim that edge off. Let's see how it looks on the card base. And that's pretty good. It just gives just a sliver of that yellow. I didn't want too much of the yellow showing, but I don't mind a little bit of it. Actually, I'll make it a little more narrow this way. I'm just going to trim a sliver just so it's even on all 4 sides. And then I have this, so I want to decide how farther in to trim it. I'll trim it a little bit on this left side and then a little bit on the right. I want more of that beautiful paper to show through. I'm just going to take just a little sliver off this edge. And then I will trim just a little portion off this other edge. And let's see how that looks now. I think that does look pretty good. I could probably take a little bit more off the right edge. Not a lot, just a little bit. There we go. This makes me hungry for turkey dinner. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner is. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I know we have a lot of international viewers. Let me know if you like roast turkey and the typical fare that we would normally have Thanksgiving dinner. Usually sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes and all kinds of goodies. All right, and I'm going to use some of this ribbon, or tape I should say, this glitter tape, down at the bottom. And I thought this gold, you can really see it there on the camera, I thought that would look really, really pretty. So I'm going to start off by putting a piece of that at the bottom. Let me see if I can find the end. Okay, I found the end, and I'm just going to take a piece of it and put it right down at the bottom here. Let me see if it tears. It tears just like washi tape. I just want to eyeball that on there, and then I'll fold the pieces back. This tape is really pretty. I don't know if you can see, it is like so dimensional. It's flat feeling, but it looks dimensional. Beautiful. I'll go ahead and adhere this down. And then I will adhere that down to the front. I'm glad I took that tape and used that tape. It is so much prettier than I imagined it to be. I just can't even describe it. It is so beautiful. Now I need an embellishment for this card here. Okay, so I have these orange flowers. I just have one of these containers for every color of the rainbow, and I have this orange one that I will put here. And I happen to have these gems that I got in Happy Mail the other day, and there's a big orange one, and I thought that would look really pretty right in the middle. They were just sitting on my desk. I didn't put them away yet. So I think that is going to be perfect. I have my glue dots here, and I will go ahead and use a glue dot to hold down the flower. Now you can use any kind of adhesive you like. If you have Elmer's glue or art glitter glue or tacky glue, that will work as well. I like the glue dots, especially for the video, since they don't take any time to dry and they hold really, really well. So I'll put that right in the middle of the flower. There we go. So we have this Happy Thanksgiving card. It is so, so pretty. I absolutely love it. And I want to matte the inside, the sentiment on the inside, and I have this brown paper that goes good with the font. This was just a piece of paper that was in my scrap drawer. I turned it over because I wanted this side up, which is the more textured side. It's hard to see that on the camera, but it does have texture on this side. There we go. And that card is done. I will set it aside. Then we have this card. And I played around with either making a slimline card or an A2 size card. A slimline card is much longer and there'll be a lot of white space on the side. So I decided to trim down this photo. So I just have the snowman and the Santa and make an A2 size card. So I'm going to mat it on this green paper because I think it looks perfect on there. It is so pretty. And then I have the A2 size envelope, which is 5.5 by 4.25. It is a regular sheet of cardstock from the office supply store, folded in half and cut in half. So I'm just going to trim the image off the front of this card. This is another one of the cards that I got from Jennifer. And it looks like this card was meant to be a gift card holder. I'm going to go ahead and trim off this red piece and keep that in my scrap paper drawer because it's a nice piece of red paper. Might as well. And I don't need the backing there. So for this card, I want to trim it down a little bit. I'm going to trim it right to that edge of that tree and then see where I'm at with that. And then I think that would be pretty good. I might have to take a sliver off of the other side, but I think that looks pretty good. And this you can make a tag out of. So I want to trim down this paper, and I want to trim it at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, which is just smaller than an A2 size card. That glitter paper is so beautiful. I love it so much. I'm actually kind of glad it's the same as the stuff from BB Craft, because I loved the BB Craft so much. And I could put it like that and then put a piece of the tape down, the glitter tape. I have this green, but it has hearts on it. I think I might use this silver just to give a little contrast across the bottom. I mean, these tapes are so beautiful. I cannot get over how beautiful these tapes are. So let me go ahead and find the edge. It is very hard to find the edge on these. This one was not as hard as the other. Okay. And I'm just going to tear it. It tears easy, just like washi tape. And I'm going to just adhere this to the bottom. I don't know if this is showing up on camera, how beautiful it is. Let me see. That tape is, I can't get over how beautiful that tape is. I did not expect it to be that beautiful. And I think I'm just going to put it kind of like that. So the picture kind of touches the tape a little bit. It's actually over the tape, just a tiny, tiny bit. I think that'll be perfect. So let me adhere this down. I almost didn't order this tape. I'm so glad I did, because it did not look nearly as good online in the catalog as it does in person. I actually thought it would be kind of like cheapo looking. But I don't know if you can see some of these other designs. They are so pretty. This one here is very dimensional appearing as well. I think the camera's sort of picking up how pretty they are. And then the silver and the gold that I used. I love them. Oh, there's more. There's these 3 other ones. That one is gorgeous. And then there's the blue and then the red one. I love them. Oops, they're runaway tape. Okay. They are beautiful. And I think what I'll do with this, I'll just pop this up a little bit on some pop dots, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And then I'm not going to add anything else to the card because it's already very, very beautiful. And these are foam pieces from the Dollar Tree. One of my viewers sent them to me. Thank you so much. I like them because they're already cut for me. I don't have to cut them. And they are very, very sticky foam tape. If you need foam tape to adhere something to something other than just like a card, but like for functionality, these are really, really good. They are very sticky. I think you can get them like in the hardware section of Dollar Tree. Not necessarily the craft section. They are like industrial strength. But they work for crafting as well. All right, so that raises that up off the back. So we have these 2 cards, super simple, super easy, made with some beautiful glitter paper. And I think both of them just accentuate the pretty card that we have to begin with. This one already has some glitter on the snowman and the Santa. And then that background just adds just a little extra bling. And this, I think, looks really pretty, elegant for Thanksgiving. And that gold ribbon or tape at the bottom is absolutely beautiful. Well, there you have it. 2 more recycled cards and some beautiful papers. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I would love it if you did. Just click on that subscribe button and then click on that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you haven't checked out Create with ekrFY, my Facebook group, please head on over there. It's a great group of ladies. I will also put the links for L beads down in the description below so you can find these products and their website really easily. Thank you again for watching. I do appreciate you. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.